Okay,
right,
now let's read about how Link fights for
Link fights for women's rights.
Whoa. Okay.
I'll be the narrator.
Who's gonna be Link?
This is a two-parter.
Yeah, who's gonna be Link?
Oh, I get to be Link this time.
All right.
I don't even know.
It
Oh
has,
shit, hang on a minute, I've lost. No, I've got audio back.
as
Go
one
on.
review. That was great. Wait, it's James Penman again.
He really liked his own. Well, he was reading it anyways.
True. All right.
Link.
Link ends misogyny. Disclaimer: I don't own The Legend of Zelda. Based on real-life historical events.
What?
It's perfect. I know historical events.
His historical event. What?
Link had gone back in time, and the time and space traveling four-legged mutant bus of the time and space traveling four-legged mutant bus, which traveled through space and time like a four-legged mutant bus that traveled through space and time and was driven by a four-legged mutant bus driver that traveled through space and time. He went back to the year 1999 because he had an appointment with Dr. Susan B. Anthony, the first female scientist, to try and end misogyny at 7 p.m. sharp.
Wait.
But it didn't matter how sharp the time was because Link was legs with the four-legged mutant bus driver who drove the four-legged mutant time and space bus. I'll be Susan B. Hi, Link. You're totally hot, Dr. Susan B. Anthony said.
I'll
kissing
be
Link with
Susan B. Thank
Johnny
you.
be
But on
good.
to the mission at hand.
Link said.
To stop misogyny, you need a female woman.
Do I get to be president?
Yes. Of course. It's so obvious, declared Dr. Susan B. Anthony. And then she can make it legal for women to vote and own property and say no when random men ask
Wait,
for sex
this is-
and not wear chastity belts when they have two spiked dildos in them and refuse to be sold at auction.
Is this 1999? Cause fuck.
Yeah,
This ain't
yeah,
no historical event that I know of.
Dr. Susan B. Anthony squirmed a bit with a pained expression. Link played a song of healing and her spiked chastity belt fell to the ground. Thank you, Link, said Dr. B. Susano B. Anthony.
Spiked chastity belt in 1999.
Susano.
Okay.
No, it has two spiked dildos in them.
That
I
would be
noticed.
painful if it just comes off randomly.
So Link went to Congress with the Master Sword and asked for them to make Dr. Susan B. Anthony the president, but they all laughed. Who wants to be Congress?
I'll be Congress.
Congress.
Hell yeah.
Not just a congressman, the
Just
entire
Congress.
I'm the Constitution, baby.
Not to mention
I'm the
1999.
Joker, baby. Hold on there, matey.
That's not the right line.
Bruh.
Above that.
Wait, where?
Above that, Link, women aren't smart enough. Yeah, that one. The very
Oh,
top line.
I'm like retarded.
Wow.
Hey, you notice? Link. Women aren't smart enough to be president. That's why they have to wear spiked chastity belts. Men know best.
Said Congress. Who wants to be the mysterious female voice?
I guess I'll do it. Hold it there, matey.
Said a female voice, walking in a sexy dress. It was the Constitution. She was incredibly sexy and had egg-cut breast boobies.
Wait a minute, how does the Constitution have tits? It's a piece of piss.
All of Congress bowed before the Constitution, except for the ones that didn't.
I think Link might be onto something here.
No, this is the Constitution's.
I think Link might be on to something here. I was there when the U.S. was founded 1 billion years ago.
100
I was there when
100
the
billion.
followers of Britannia left to found Europe, Asia, and Japan land. I was there when Jesus single-handedly defeated Canada when they tried to melt the White House with a giant magnifying glass. And I was there when an island in Mexico was hit by Asia's magic nukes, causing French people who aren't real people, but mock people who say Sacre Bleu all the time. I know more about U.S. history than anyone because I am the Constitution. Nobody would be free without my wisdom.
But oh god. Sorry, I was yawning. But I'm Congress, baby.
Replied Congress, wearing a baboon costume. Ramal
Baboon.
get it? Because Congress is a baboon? LOL! Exclamation mark.
So I don't really care about the Constitution.
fool.
said the Constitution, blasting Congress with her Constitution powers. But Congress turned into a giant pig of darkness, revealing it was Ganon in disguise. So Link stabbed Ganon to sealed away Ness with the Master Sword, killing him instantly as usual, but only temporarily because Ganon can't die forever because of his Trifork of power. Then Link used his enormous penis to thrust through the Constitution, Dr. Susan B. Anthony Spike chastity belts, and then put some red potion in their vaginas and buttholes to heal the spike wounds. And then Link and Dr. Susan B. Anthony and then Susan B. Anthony and the Constitution had a sex threesome of sex that was sexy and hot and ended with Link coming in their vaginas with the force of 1,000 comings. And then Link gave them $1,000,000 rupees in his phone number in case they were pregnant and pooped out a baby. The next day, the Constitution and Dr. Susan B. Anthony used their electric earrings to fuse together and became president. So they ascended to the throne in 1997, ending sexism once and for all, period. And that's the story of how Dr. Constance G. Anthony, Dr. Susan B. Anthony, and the Constitution got on the $1 bill. I hope this learned all the valuable lesson about people who have vaginas instead of anuses not being dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, Snee, me and Kai have never read this.
Yeah, I want to read more stories
It
like
says this took place in 1999. Then why do they say they finally got thrown in 97?
I think it's a joke.
Oh yeah, this
is the biggest joking ever.
Yeah, this is all it is. It's meant to be fucking stupid. James Peenan, you're my nigga. I can't say that on YouTube. Wait. A kitty's gift.
Does this person roll? Ooh, they have other ones.
When he goes to Hogwarts. Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait a minute.
Origins of Garfield. I'll be Garfield.
Alright.
How come you get to be Garfield?
Because I'm a fat cat that loves to snooze.
I bet you haven't even read the Garfield comic of today.
Bruh, I bet you don't even watch the Garfield show.
Alright, here we go.
No, because I read the comic.
The Garfield show's better.
Garfield comic is...
Well, this is obviously a Peanuts plus Garfield crossover.
Holy
so I'm sure
shit.
there'll be plenty of time. First off, is there any... Oh.
Wait, I saw Link helps Jesus. Where is it?
My God, read Satan. Link eats a Link eats a Reuben?
Oh, okay. How many... Holy shit.
Wait, what was that? What was that one?
Here, we're gonna
Link
save the
fights
one with the highest
Darkseid
golfs with Garfield. We'll read the ones with the highest word count last. So let's start with...
I get to be Garfield if he's ever in any of these.
Alright. So we have a Legend of Zelda plus Teen Titans crossover.
I'll be the cyborg. I'll be cyborg.
Alright. Some fans think that Robin is stronger than Link, but the story is to prove that silliness wrong with awesomeness, based on a true story. Disclaimer, I don't own Legend of Zelda or Teen Titans.
He doesn't.
Who the hell is Ruben?
No, it's a sandwich.
Who the hell is Reuben? It's a sandwich.
That still doesn't answer my question.
How do you not know what a Reuben is, Kai?
Yeah, for real.
Well, it's just a Ruben. It doesn't say anything else. I know a guy named Ruben.
You don't care.
Here we go. The Teen Titans were in the Teen Tower. Teen watching pizza and eating TV when suddenly a four-legged mutant bus driver drove through and entered the bus was carrying Link and some other people. I don't know. They're not important anyways.
Susan B.
Unimportant people screamed and ran off the store and bought fruit. Then they got back on the bus and went home, but that doesn't really matter. Home they watched some unimportant television shows that were Teen Titans. My bad. 10 Titans. And that Sunday show. Like I said, that's not really important, nor is it of any particular importance of which I went to bed that night. Link out of the bus with Navy.
I'm
said,
Teen Titans.
Hi, are you the Teeny Titans?
Yeah, we're the Teen Titans.
Said the Teen Titans.
Nice to meet you. I'm Link. Can I go beating up criminals or bowling with you?
Asked Link.
Sure, we'll go bowling first. This is awesome bowling course right down the road.
Replied the Teen Titans. So they went bowling. They each drew straws and threw the bowling puck. knocking against the wall of goal. Then it was the Teen Titans' turn. As the Teen Titans hit the puck with a bowling racket from below, sending it through several arches and through the wall of goal. Then it wasn't enough points to win, so Link kicked the bowling puck and spiked it into the goal and played the ocarina, getting a home run and winning the game. That was awesome, said the 10 Titans. Link danced to Corey J and played the ocarina, which caused a bunch of people to give him money. Then he ran up to a thing into a pizza store where he challenged Teen Titans to a pizza eating contest. They both ate a lot of pizza, but Link ate 1,000,000 times more pieces than Teen Titans.
Wow, Link, you're too awesome for us.
Cried the Teen Titans, honestly. Suddenly, a bank alarm went off, and they were to the bank, and there was Trigon, walking out of the bank with a thief bag full of money. The Teen Titans tried to beat up Trigon, but Trigon was too powerful and summoned demon meteors to destroy the Earth. He roared and stomped and called Link and the Teen Titans an insignificant mortal, but Link was in no more mood for such preposterous flummery. Link hemmed the Master Sword, heft the Master Sword and slashed off Trigon's noggin with it.
Hooray, you defeated Trigon. We're making you our new leader.
Cheered the Teen Titans.
I'm sorry. I'm not the type to be a former leader. If you want to follow me, then let the essence of freedom and fun within your soul shine forth, guiding you to the end of all reason, to the end of all laws, where only pure innocence can guide you to virtue.
Replied Link wisely.
Sir, yes, sir.
Said the Teen Titans obediently. Link sighed, fearing they would never understand.
Bruh.
True. Link is such a character. He's got too much depth, honestly. I don't think.
When I fucking heard bowling puck, I lost my shit.
Why?
I was not excited. I was like, oh, bowling. Gotta be regular bowling. Then I hear bowling puck, and I'm like, what the fuck?
First. Alright, boy. Link helps. Wait, hold
I'll be
on.
Satan.
The
Satan shows up
motherfucker
in
never
this?
ate a Reuben.
He ate a pizza.
I'm gonna kill myself. Alright. Link helps Jesus beat Satan.
I'll be Satan.
Alright. Are you gonna be Jesus, Kai?
No, you can be Jesus, Q.
Okay. Disclaimer. I don't own Zelda or the Bible.
I'm glad he didn't clear that, but I didn't want him getting in trouble with the church.
This is so cursed.
Once on a tree of time, there was a man named Jesus. He made Christianity and was a god, but Link was in the past and looked at the Pharisees and Romans. Pharisees were yelling at Jesus about some bullshit. And
Really. Now, this is the religious text I wanted to read.
and Jesus was making smart-ass comments that caused them to go red in the face. They were quite angry, to say the least. They were even angrier when they were yelling at Jesus.
This is such a blessing.
They were quite angry, to say the least, but they were even angrier when Link walloped them in the heads repeatedly with a shield. Then 10 billion Roman guards came foolishly tried to beat up Link, but only succeeded in exhausting themselves as Link was far too quick for them to even touch him. Then Satan showed up with his evil demons of Hill and challenged Link and Jesus to a
King of the
friendly
Hill
game of
Demon.
Yeah, to a friendly game of Monopoly. Link drew his career card and got super awesome rich fella. Satan got
Career
Carmen,
card.
and Jesus got High Priest of the Heavens. Who's Link?
Kai is always Link.
You think they were okay?
Link asked, and Jesus created some water to pour down the Romans' throats so they wouldn't die of dehydration. They'll be fine now, said Jesus, as the Roman guards.
I can't breathe.
Man, this is you can't die of dehydration if
I'm on the verge of pissing myself.
Jesus said it's the Roman guards.
Oh, my dad's gonna beat me to death. Fuck. Oh, my lung is collapsing. my lung is actually collapsing.
They'll be
Okay,
fine
look at
now.
this dude.
They'll be fine now. Jesus said the Roman guard that's drowned, taking his turn because the high priest always goes first due to divine inspiration. As the con man, Satan got to roll to trick the other two into giving him money, and he won $50 from both of them. But because the high priest is always broke, Jesus had to play the offerings card, giving him $25 for both Link and Satan. Link played invest money and put $50 in the bank to get an extra $50 for the next 3 turns. Holy shit, my
Play this
lungs.
game? I want to play this game.
I think my lung
Next,
like partially collapsed because I felt like some weird shit going on in my lung.
Facts.
It still hurts.
Next, they played their evolution cards. Except Jesus was a creation card because Christians don't believe in science.
True.
Satan played evolution corruption, became the dirty con man. Jesus played creation because Christians don't believe in evolution, science, or gravity.
True.
Screw gravity.
Gravity. Who can count up gravity?
After his high priest of the heavens died, and Link played Build and New Awesomeness and became Tony Bruce Stark Wayne. They'll be fine, he said. The Romans drowning.
I gotta quote that.
That needs to go in the archives.
Oh shit, I can't copy and paste.
They'll be fine now, Jesus said as the Roman guards drowned.
Then it was time to summon their monsters. Satan summoned Demon of Dark Despair, Jesus summoned Angel of Bright Hope, and Link summoned Investment Banker. Because Link had the most powerful monster, he won all the money. But Satan had an Ace Up His Sleeve card, which he had pulled out of his sleeve and allows you to keep in your sleeve until you need it and pull it out of your sleeve. He played it and allows you to instantly win half of your opponent's money. Link countered with the money card, which allows you to buy yourself more money. Link bought enough money to win and won. Then John the Baptist came. Hello, how are you? I am Link. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Who's John the Baptist?
Kai.
Kai?
Hello, how are you? I am Link.
Said Link.
Do you need a baptism?
Asked John the Baptist.
No, for my heart follows the heart of purest innocence, and I am the echo of all souls that lies beyond all these.
Link responded.
Okie dokies.
Said John the Baptist. And he
No, it's not okie dokies. It's okie dokes.
Said John the Baptist, and then he went. Satan cheered.
That was a fantastic game. We should do that again sometime. You guys can come to hell this weekend.
Sure, I've got no plans this weekend, replied Jesus.
Sounds like a plan.
Who's gonna be Stan?
That's Satan.
About that.
That is Satan.
Great, see you guys there.
Replied Stan. Who the fuck is Stan? So that weekend, Jesus and Link went to hell.
You don't know
partying
Jesus.
Satan.
You don't know Satan's first name. It's Stan.
You're
Stan,
right, my bad.
Stan Satan.
It was lots of fun because Satan knew how to party, and they had alcohol. Coming back from the party, Link and Jesus noticed the Roman guards had drowned, so they CPR back to life. They were so happy that they never corroded Jeebus, so Link purified
I have finally figured out what he was trying to say.
Crucified.
Crucified Jesus. Crucified Jeebus.
Jeebus. The end. Alright, Origins of Garfield.
I'm Garfield.
I'm Garfield. Alright.
I'm Stuff. Wait, what?
The grand and exotic origins of the legendary Garfield. Disclaimer. I don't own Garfield, Schrodinger, or any other Charlie Brown characters, and really any other characters in this, based on a true story. Also based on the writings of Shakespeare Hemingway.
All that I read at first was Brown characters. And I was so confused. I don't own any other brown characters. I was like, yo, what?
Bruh.
I didn't see Charlie at first.
Wait a minute. I feel like this is just a narration story.
Go down. See if it is.
It is.
No. Wait. Oh.
Nope.
Wait, no. I see.
Cthulhu.
I gotta read a lot before we get to it. Holy shit. Okay. One day, a pianist named Schrodinger came into a box. He found a box he could put his piano on and play with it, while, as a true pianist does. But one day he found the box could summon ostriches. He pulled out an ostrich and took it to the pawn shop. They killed it and turned it into a giant pawn, like the chess piece, you know? A grand, intoxicating chess piece it was, and immediately became to life and started chasing Schrodinger all over the place. Yeah, Schrodinger's friend Lucy came. Lucy tripped the giant pawn when no one was looking by tripping it. Before the end of an alliance, the sad pawn sang after her with a fiery musicade no one had ever seen before. Her apples wobbled greatly, surrounded by a fishicorn. The giant pawn began to cry sadly, very sadly, and called out for help, explaining that was angry and that it wasn't an ostrich anymore, had no clue how to be a chess piece. It begged to be returned to its box of resurrection to become an ostrich again. They did, and then Scroff Offiger went back to playing his piano like he always does. Scrotum. Beyond the furthest star, an echo of Cthulhu arose from the deep. Holy shit.
How is this the origins of Garfield?
We're getting to that. We'll get there when we get there.
He, beginning to stir in his silly but brave Schrodinger, continued to play his music in vain to prevent the waking of the dark star god. He waked verily. His waking verily would result in the prolonged tentacle rape of all earthly females, as well as the swift death of all earthly males. Though, really, the guys are getting the better end of that deal, which kind of faux sucks when you think about it. Except the women who would like tentacle rape, I guess. They'd probably enjoy it for a while at least. Though they'd probably get bored after a while since they wouldn't be able to leave. But yes, for a time it would most likely be heavy for those women who enjoy the thought of slimy tentacles wrapping around their legs, slowly climbing up their skirts and wrapping around their breasts, reaching into their panties. Ah, we're getting off topic, are we not?
Yeah?
At exactly 10 p.m. dead. Cthulhu! Opioid his eyes, awakening with awakenedness. He swam upwards towards the ocean deep, and flying through the water like some sort of swimming flying star god, which he was. His children gathered around him happily, and Cthulhu killed death so everyone would live forever.
Thank God.
And would be able to kill each other without dying, like that one episode of Family Guy. And he wouldn't actually end up tentacle raping anyone. People were just making up stupid stories, so that when was said, I'm sure fell for it, silly me. So it was pretty fun, to be honest, although some people who weren't used to it yet found it really scary because people kept stabbing them because they couldn't die anyway. But they got used to it in time. And some of the women in the nearby town were extremely disappointed, and because wait, holy shit, my brain. And some of the women in the nearby town were extremely disappointed because they were quite enraptured at the thought of tentacles crawling into their pussies and their asshole and wrapping around, squeezing the milk out of their breasts. But only the really perverted ladies that were into this stuff, which I mean, if I'm being honest.
Thank you for being honest.
And then Cthulhu ate some of his children mooks. And he didn't kill them either. So they just came out of the other end, unharmed, vored by Cthulhu. But Schrodinger didn't know the stuff about Cthulhu, just wanting to make everyone immortal. So from his point of view, it was oddly fortunate thereby when Schrodinger's cat Garfield died. Oh shit. No. You see, Schrodinger placed Garfield's body in the box of resurrection at the exact moment the clock struck 13 o'clock midnight, which was only possible because Cthulhu's awakening twisted space-time all to hell. This resulted in Garfield's existing in between existence, both alive and dead, both eldritch and mundane. both man and cat, both space whirl and steamroll. Garfield leapt from the box like a roaring lasagna ninja of power. He steamrolled through Cthulhu's minions
Spinjitzu.
that I guess I probably should have mentioned earlier, but whatever, everyone knows Cthulhu has minions, so I don't need to change anything. Besides, it's my story, and I can write whatever I want anyway.
Oh my god.
Is this rated T for teen? Hold on. Okay, no, it's rated M. Just making sure.
I don't know if it'd be
Yeah.
teen if you got pussies and asshole in the text.
Bro, it's fanfiction.net. Cthulhu's mooks ran all over the place, attempting to dodge.
probably like a
Garfield
slur.
was a magical homing missile with punches. It's fucking JoJo, seeking to bring destruction down upon them like an eldritch engine of despair. Cthulhu's minions began to turn and flee, but Garfield showed them no mercy, transforming them into his true form, which he simply ate them all. Having consumed the mooks, Garfield turns his sight towards Cthulhu. Cthulhu came up and out of the ocean, looking for all the world like some sort of giant octopus monster that looks like Cthulhu. Cthulhu roared with the force of 1,000 roars, but Garfield was undeterred. Cthulhu reached out his tentacles and tried to wrap Garfield in them, but Garfield bite down hard on them, causing Cthulhu to say, "Ow, that really hurt. You're not fighting fair."
Fine, then I suggest we settle this over a game of
You
baseball.
want to be Cthulhu, Kai?
No, I like your Cthulhu better.
An excellent suggestion, said Cthulhu with tentacles.
I will put up the nets. You turn the temperature down so the rink isn't just a pool.
Said Garfield with slyness. Okay, said Cthulhu with foolishness, for as soon as he began working on the Garfield, sucker punched Cthulhu with the force of 1,000 sucker punches. Cthulhu was dead, but even dead gods dream, don't they? Not when Garfield grinds their meat to make his lasagna, they don't. Wait, what the fuck? And that is the unofficial, but still obviously very true story of how Garfield became a manly cat. Unfortunately, despite his many greatnesses, Garfield was kind of misogynistic fuck like those Gamergate asshats. Most excellent, was it not? I hope you enjoyed, and those reviews are like alcohol. I'm addicted to them and wreck while I try to use them while driving. So reviews this, please, just not while driving. In fact, you shouldn't be reading this while driving. Put down your phone.
I can hear my dad on his phone in the other room. My dad is awake and he will fall down the cum shaft.
You'll fall down. Oh, I can send a message to this person. I don't know why I would.
Link fights
Tell
Darkseid and golfs with
tell him that,
Garfield.
I don't exactly understand what you did, but thanks.
He
I
joined.
don't know if you.
He joined May 31st, 2019, and has written how many? 19 stories since then.
This man's written 19 stories, dog.
Well, I mean, when you have that much crack in your system.
Yeah. I feel it. I want to read some of his other rated M shit.
Yeah.
Please, this video files are gonna be big enough as it is.
Let's stop recording.
No.
The greatest challenge. Link's greatest fight has come. He has to beat some sense of the manly cat known as Garfield. Guys.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Gotta read the other one first.
No,
Which
fuck
one?
that other one.
The
Fuck that other
The
one.
link-
I don't care about the golf.
bruh.
Okay, fuck that. James Penman, thank you.
Very cool.
Served us well.
So who's gonna be Link?
I'm like,
Kai is always Link.
And you're gonna be Garfield.
I'm
I
always
assume, Steve?
Garfield.
Okay.
Shakespeare Hemingway.
Link learns Garfield some valuable lesson. Link needs to stop and enrage Garfield from ruining Prince Harry and Kate Middleton's royal wedding and making a huge mistake.
Mistake.
Holy shit.
Based on historical events.
Historical events. Also
I
based on the
remember
writings
this.
of Shakespeare Hemingway. At At Garfield's house, Garfield was butt furious because he didn't get invited to a royal wedding. His wrath transformed him into a giant, flying flyer, breathing monster, and he flew off towards the Asian island of British Land. Then he changed back, noting that parachutes are for pathetic weenies. Dive bombed towards the ground. He blew into his thumbs to inflate his fist and punched the ground with a mighty force of 1,000 punches to avoid falling damage. His big, mighty fist paws made huge craters and caused a tsunami that flooded Paris. The tsunami crashed into a radio tower, which set off a chain reaction that wound up a lightning storm in the desert, throwing off the environment.
Eco-vironment.
Oh, my bad. the eco environment. Then there was a boyish boy Gallian who will fight Garfield. So Garfield breathed fire up. Oh my fucking god! I'm having a stroke. Fire up on them and flopped his dragon wings to blow them away. Then he shot them with a dessert.
It's 5 in the morning.
Garfield then faced his head towards the sky, breathing an immense pillar of fire into the atmosphere, and breathing 2 more out of his hands like Fire Lord Oze, alerting a nearby 4-legged mutant bus driver who's leaning against his 4-legged mutant bus.
Fuck.
Motherfucker's back, dude.
Keep that thing on him.
For real. Meanwhile, in the Kokiri Forest in Legend of Zelda world, which is Hyrule, Link was talking to his mom, who was in the treehouse Link lives in, because he says just like a YouTube video by SwankyBox. Just search YouTube for Link's mom in a house if you're so smart.
We'll do that afterwards.
Q, please.
Actually, no, we're not gonna
Q,
remember.
please. Q, please. I don't want to get copyrighted.
Oh my god.
I don't want to get copyrighted.
Hi, Mom. I saved Hyrule, declared.
No, hi Mom, I saved Hyrule.
Declared Link. Which is gonna be Link's mom.
That's awesome, Link. I wish I could have seen it, but I don't have eyes anymore.
Holy fuck.
Stop, Link's. So Link ran off to Kokiri Village to get the lens of truth and brought it back to his mom's and turned it into glasses for his mom to see. Then he showed her what happened using his truest soul powers.
Happened.
I'm so proud of you for being the truest soul, Link.
Cried Link's mom without crying because she's a house. Suddenly, a 4-legged mutant bus, and it was being driven by a 4-legged mutant bus driver. Link said hello.
Who's going to be the 4-legged mutant bus and who's going to be the 4-legged mutant bus driver?
Hi.
Hi.
Greeted the 4-legged mutant bus.
Hi.
We need your help.
Begged, so Link got on, and they went. While they were on the bus, Link used his true soul powers to find out what was going on instead of asking like a normal person just a horse around. He also sipped on some tea because they were going to China. A tea capital of the world was British Land. British Land is an island in Asia famous for its China sets, you see.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Link got there in just the nickel of time. What? Upon seeing Link, Kate Middleton immediately took off her clothes and jumped on Link's mighty penis. That
was the last thing I was expecting.
Riding he'll be a force of 1,000 rides because Link was in adult form and he was really hot. But Garfield became insane with rage, feeling entitled to take Kate Middleton's burgundy, even though she is a celebrity and probably had sex before then because Calebs are notoriously promiscuous. So Garfield attacked, and Link pulled out his Master Sword and slashed at Garfield. The Master Sword began draining off Garfield's rage, and because Kate Middleton still riding Link while he was fighting, the Master Sword was charging up with the power of love and sex. Holy shit, this is gonna come back in like 5 years whenever I have a career. My boss is gonna pull me into his office and be like, so we found some videos on the internet. I'm like, oh.
That's crazy, bro.
Garfield pulled out his Desert Eagle and shot Link, but Link piked up a nearby Desert Eagle that was just laying there and shot the bullet that Garfield fired out of the gun, sending it flying back into Garfield's face. But Garfield merely laughed. Wait, who's gonna be? Oh my.
You think that you can kill me with my own bullets?
Garfield boasted with wrathful vanity.
Nope.
Replied Link with negation, smacked Garfield in the face with a fishy fish. Then a guy came out and asked if anyone wanted cake, but no one did except for the people who wanted cake, but didn't ask for any because they were afraid of getting fat. But then one of them wanted cake, so they all asked for cake except for the ones that didn't want to. That didn't, who chose not to ask for cake until later when they did.
What the fuck is this shit? I'd rather have lasagna!
Screamed Garfield with rage and fury, like unto Cthulhu's badass or grandpa, who speaks in leet speak without typing. So you shouldn't be able to tell it's leet speak, but you can somehow. So the guy went back to the kitchen and quickly with lasagna, back to kitchen, and quickly with lasagna returned. Holy shit. Then Link smacked Garfield in the face with a fishy fish again.
Holy mackerel.
Garfield shook his head but continued to be wrathful, clawing at Link's face with the force of 1,000 claws. Link blocked the glass with his shield, though, and Garfield breathed fire at Link, but the Link mirror shielded it back at Garfield with the force of 1,000 mirror shield, and then slashed Garfield with the Mater sword. Mater from Cars? What the fuck? Mater sword with the force of 1,000 slashes, slashing Garfield back to his sanity. Garfield looked down at his hands and opened and closed them. They then stuck his hand behind his head and chuckled.
Wow. I guess I lost my head there, huh?
Confused Garfield with clarity.
Yep. Go home, chill for a while, try not to get super pissed off again, okay?
It's supper pissed off?
My bad, supper pissed off. Okay.
Replied Link with wisdom as Kate Middleton continued riding his gigantic cock. And then Garfield went. But he came back shortly afterwards.
Came shortly afterwards.
My bad.
Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Asked Garfield with questioning.
No. But you will in the future when I come to this universe again to defeat Darkseid.
Replied Link with knowledge.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Realized Garfield with intelligence.
Well, see ya.
Garfield went home again. Wow, there's still
Yeah.
one. But
Amaku!
Yuck, are you right?
But suddenly, a loud voice was heard screaming like a ninny.
I'll be
That
John
is
Arbuckle.
like
I'll be John Arbuckle, guys.
Okay.
I'm a cool.
It was John Arbuckle skydiving into wherever the fuck that was, ready for action. Unfortunately, he was too late as Link had already won. John Arbuckle, you are much too late as I have,
John Arbuckle, you're much too late, as I've already won.
said Link with punctuality.
Conflab it.
Said John Arbuckle with a horrendously foul mouth, so Link smacked him back to his house with a fish. And then Link went too. Kate Middleton was still humping Link for about 3 hours, but then she had to go and marry Ponce Harry, so Link came in her with the force of 1,000 comings, but she promised to call Link sometimes because Prince Harry thought it was hot to have his dick locked up in Callie's teeth bracelet and watch Kate Middleton get fucked by some Tom with a larger coke. He also enjoyed sucking Kate Middleton's toes and licking Link's cum out of Kate Middleton, so Link came back and fucked her again sometimes while they sat on Prince Harry's back, but that's another story.
This is cursed.
So Link went back and watched TV in his mom tree. Oh shit. Friends was on. So Link changed the channel immediately because Friends has been on much too long. Instead he watched Pulla Magi Madoka Magica, which is an awesome magical girl anime that I don't own.
He does not.
Garfield drove on set with his Harley Davidson costume motorcycle.
David Doug costume. The end.
Said Garfield with conclusions. Wasn't that a super awesome and cool story? Have a nice day now and eat less porridge because porridge tastes lousy.
Wise words.